reflection and knowledge by means of integrated practice in courses for initial and continued education of mathematics and physics teachers. Of teachers' education. In the perspective of teachers' education and the creation or fostering of graduation courses, which are called licentiate courses in Brazil, by federal institutes, the present work presents activities, practices, and or methodologies developed in the subject called basic mathematics, included in the curriculum of the first semester of the licentiate in mathematics from the Farroupilha Federal Institute campus, São Borja. Introduction and justification. The present work has its importance justified by the unquestionable need for acquiring classroom experience, both in initial and continued education. The first contact with the suggestion and construction of alternative materials provides a broader and more concrete view about education and learning perspectives, building up the possibility to make relationships between the theoretical and practical knowledge. Methodology and theoretical framework. The teacher's initial education nowadays acquires special relevance because it's linked to the search for new ways to the school and education in Brazil. In this sense, it's possible to say that the initial education of the future teachers is a prime demand in the current context, taking a position of prominence in the discussions regarding the instruction of professionals in education. Speaking about education, it is postulated that the mathematics teacher should develop investigative and reflexive attitudes which go beyond the simple application of algorithms. The challenges imposed to the mathematics teachers in all levels of teaching. Each proposal described her subjects a way to reflect about their practices and proposes innovations in their work, aiming at modernizing the teaching, which is so outdated and in real need for change. With this purpose, the basic mathematics subjects proposed activities that can be applied by the future teachers in classroom, with the objective of helping the comprehension of the concepts by the students, improving their capacity for solving problems, and giving priority to the discussion of strategies and solutions used for those problems. Another objective is to make the students reflect about the relationship between the contents and the resources used in the classroom and the school. The proposals were offered by the groups of undergraduates who should present the objectives and the proposal, the way of this construction, the level of teaching that it should reach and mailing, the way the activity would be registered by the students. Each group presented the proposal and was responsible for delivering the materials to the rest of the class, and also for making the bibliographic reference of the activities when these were taken from other materials. Besides the contextualization between theory and practice, the alternative materials presented by the groups can be considered as motivation instruments for the student of mathematics, since they prompt a greater interest in the students, thus using this methodology to make the students seek for mathematical knowledge is a way to make them increase their interest in learning mathematics. Analysis and discussion of the results. Among the activities developed, it is possible to highlight A. Exponential and infinite roots. B. Binomials and factorization. Yeah. C. First and second degree equations. The main objective of the present work is to show the viability of diversified activities that promote differentiated methodologies articulated to the pedagogical practices since the very first semester of the licentiate course. Conclusions. It is understood that promotion the approximation of theory and practice since the first semester of the licentiate in mathematics, in an integrating perspective of diffusion and sharing of knowledge. It's an important strategy that may contribute for a social change and the practice of future teachers who will work in our schools. Regarding the construction of materials, it's believed that it's a door that opens and promotes a link between the produced and shared knowledge and the hoped results in education because it goes beyond the institutional limits